Hi, it's Alison the Singing Sage Lady, and I want to talk about Square integration again in Xero, which is something we've talked about before. Helping somebody today that's taken over the bookkeeping from somebody else, where the business owner was trying to enter everything and they very quickly realised they were doing it all wrong. So I just want to go through with you how the Square integration should work, that might help you to work out where things are going wrong. So when you integrate Square with Xero, what Square will do is create a sales invoice every day for the total sales for that day in Xero, and it'll put that to Square sales. So you might have sold £500 worth of goods or services. It will then confirm that invoice and it will record payments against that invoice. If you've got card payments, it will do the proportion of sales that were card payments marked as a payment to the Square balance account. And if you've had cash, it might put the proportion to Square cash account. So you might get an invoice of £500 and you'll have £400 paid to the Square balance account and maybe £100 paid to the cash account. So that's your sales sorted. Your sales are in Xero. Then what it will also do is it will create a bill for the fees, and usually there's only fees on the card transactions, and it will raise a bill for Square fees, and it will also mark that as paid against this Square balance account. Because then what will happen is a few days later you will receive directly into your bank an amount of money which is basically all of your card sales less the amount of the fees. When you see that amount in your bank account, what you will then need to do is, rather than create a transaction in there that goes to sales, because your sales are already in your Xero from the transactions that Xero have put in, what you will then do when you see that amount coming into your bank, you will literally do a bank transfer from your main bank account where the money comes in to this Square balance bank account. What should happen that when the invoices are in and paid, they should just be in there. There shouldn't be any invoices outstanding. Your bill should be in and paid. There shouldn't be any bills outstanding. And then when you go to your Square balance account, the amount of money of your sales should be offset by the fees being paid plus the amount of money that Square pay you. And these accounts should always go back to Xero. The problems happens is if there's a problem in the feed and an sales invoice is missing, there's a problem in the fees, fees are missing, or that you have coded. What most often happens is when you receive the money in the bank account, rather than doing this bank transfer, people actually enter a brand new transaction and put it to sales, so you're double counting your sales. So if your Square integration has got messy, if you're trying to work out what you need to fix it, then what we can do is you can arrange a hand-holding session with me. I can log in remotely using Teams. We can have a look at the accounts all together. You can show me through sharing your screen what your actual accounts look like, and we can work out what you need to do in order to get it all clean and all fixed. Things to look out for are, if you run a balance sheet for your business and you have got Square accounts in there with amounts that are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, then you're probably doing something wrong, even if it may look like you've got everything analysed correctly in your bank account. If you maybe run a sales report in your Square and compare that with the sales in your Square, if you run a report from Square to see what your sales were and compare that with the Square sales that have been allocated on your profit and loss account and find those are different, then again you'll probably find you've done something wrong. And these things always need to be checked and balanced in the same way that I always recommend you do a bank reconciliation at the end at least of every month, so that you know that everything's been entered into Xero correctly. So I am Alison Mead from Silicon Bullet. If you find you need your help, you'll be able to find me on LinkedIn. You can find me at blog.siliconbullet.com. And also, if you found this useful, you might want to subscribe to my new service on PayHip. If you want to just get a message to me, I can send you the link for that. And you can subscribe to my Bookkeeping Buddy service, where you can basically get my advice on tap in order to help you get your bookkeeping right. Thanks very much. That's Alison Mead from Silicon Bullet, your bookkeeping buddy. It's getting a bit dark here. Good job my dog is white. See you again soon. Bye.